Привет из Дубая! С вами передача «Голубь мира», где разбираем крутые навыки. Спрашиваем на английском, отвечаем на русском. Подтягивайте язык или смотрите перевод в тайм-кодах. Let's talk about passion and let's start with the definition.
Passion is like a fire. You feel something for the person, for product, for process, for project. You couldn't sleep. You think about it every time and every single minute. You want to be devoted. You have very high demand to put something new in it. You have so many commitments that you want this to be never-ending story.
So if you look at the passion as the fire that you want to use for something, let's say you want to boil certain type of water, or you make certain type of food, or you want to even give a heat for a certain type of people. So where to you actually can get some sort of like a wood to make this fire to burn.
Maxim, I'm very sorry, but I don't know what's mean wood. Wood is like a
Wood or
fire.
like a
Wood
wood
for
is
the fire.
that's correct, fuel.
Fuel, okay. It should be found inside of you. If you have a heart, your heart start beating much faster. You have an eyes which are focused. You have something like rotation of your mind, which do not want to stop, to not sleep, and you have like a temptation. You want to improve everything. You want to show everyone that you have great mission, and the wood is your time, your competence, and maybe your commitment.
And when it comes to fundamentals, like what exactly makes a passion a passion?
First, you should be a person from the large letter. It's so called to be human being in a space scale. Second, it's to love your job, what you do. When you love your job, you don't think about salary. You don't think about your boss. You don't think about even company. You think just about customers and outcome which would be given for them. And third, passion, it's like a cream on the cake. So when you have great competence in all technical stuff, just after this you will have passion. Before, you will have like a tremor in your hands. Maybe you will some kind of hesitation. Maybe you will even afraid to do something. But when all these stages are passed, then you'll have a passion.
So when we're talking about the stages, obviously this fire could have like a different type of maybe even the color or different level of the heat. So what are the levels that the one person will need to go through so that they do have this like a purity that could actually not only ignite themselves, but can encourage them to build the great things, or maybe even give the fire for other people. So actually becoming a top-notch person with a great level of the energy and the power to actually do something completely new.
This is a really good question. First level of your fire would be like a black fire, sorry, blue fire. You will like a small match which gives high heat, but not too many flames, and you make it alone. Second, it's like several candles. It would be like orange, and this will light pass for you on for your several colleagues or maybe neighbors or friends. And largest, it's like a firework. You will be given on so much strength. This will go up to the sky, and you will light over the city.
And when it comes to the things that, like when people might be having, let's say, for example, tunnel vision because of their passions, or when they're trying to convince other people in the things that they do believe, but they might be actually wrong, like from the objective point of view, what kind of mistakes people make when they might be like obsessed with their passion, or maybe they have a lack of the passion, but they're trying to fake it?
You already used the word focused. When you like a laser beam, you look at the very single point, and you are too narrow. You do not want to see something step in left or right, and then you could make mistake. Second level of mistake, when you think that just you are right because you have been long in this project, maybe you are very familiar with this product, and maybe you know clients. But sometimes you will see that if you want to expand your knowledge, to expand your product or service, you will find new ways, new customers, and new tricks. And third, sorry, when you suddenly find that you are successful, you could sit and put on your head, I don't know how to say, which was given by Olympic heroes. How it's called from как лавровый венок?
Probably turn something, because it's called turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you will sit on the chair and you will be very relaxed. And this moment, someone could run faster than you and they will disappear after the horizon.
And when it comes to the dark times, because obviously it could be something that we might be experiencing, like in a business or corporate lives, or even in a personal life, there might be something that actually suppress the energy or suppress whatever we want to achieve. So how to deal with this, like when you do have a passion, and how to maybe preserve it, or maybe where to find the extra sources or extra wood or extra logs for the fire to actually to keep it at least burning and not really, like totally shutting down.
I don't know, is such a saying in English, but in Russian there is something like the darkest hour is before sunrise. So yes, it's quite possible you will get very close to success. You will be very close to the victory, and suddenly you will be exhausted. You will find that you have no forces, you have no manpower, you have no will. You should step aside, have small rest, and then continue. Because everyone who is second will tell us the reasons, but who is the first, just smiling.
And when it comes to the different aspects of using your passion for aspects of your life, let's say, could it be corporates, or maybe you want to do something in your business, or you want to do something in your relationships, like what are the specifics when we're talking about all of this different directions, and how you should apply your passion? Should you use some sort of like a dosage, or should you even, I would say, like a strategize using your passion, or maybe there are the times that actually you could shut it down, so that you let the things go by the momentum?
Let's imagine that our passion is like a full tank and is filled with passion, love, and something good. If you will put everything in a big doses, you will find a lack of resources. Yes, you have your family. Give them passion when they need it. Give some passion to your colleagues because they want to be motivated. And also give some passion to your clients to show them that you are devoted to what you are giving, to what you are doing, and to what you are thinking.
And when it comes to the things like I actually already asked this in more like a disguised way, but when it comes to doing things that we naturally don't like or don't feel like doing, but still want to do it, and obviously we'll need to have probably a willpower or passion. So how to deal with such situations? Like what exactly kind of skill or power you should hold in order to help yourself to actually go over it, and maybe change the things that you do, or maybe change the business that you're currently in, so that like you can do something that you really like. But before that, you need to overcome and use either your like a mental power or passions or anything else to actually move to the next level.
Yes, you're right. There is a book which was written by Knight and Sir Richard Branson, and this name was like First Eat Frog. By the frog, the Richard Branson thinks that this is something unpleasant, maybe important, maybe big, maybe really something is what you need to do, but it is goes not with your will. So you are forced to overcome, as you told before, and this you should done. And there is several ways how to do it. First is just to understand that sometimes you will find that it is quite necessary. Second is to make it right now. And third, wait until you have a good mood and strength and maybe emptiness of your mind.
And the last question will be how knowing about the passion could help to make this world a better place.
I'm deeply sure that the passion may be the most important thing in the business. When you see people while they are sleeping during service with customers, maybe you will find some people which are sell very excellent goods, but they just don't know some parameters. Maybe you will find some inventors which are so tired that they have no forces to be excited. and this makes you dimmer. So you will find some pity for them, for you, and for the world.
Поэтому этот навык позволяет разбудить спящих, а мы рассмотрели страсть и чем она полезна именно вам. Всем мира!